I'm gonna say I liked it. I really, really liked it. Let's go. So let's just start with the introduction. And by introduction, I actually mean the title sequence. And honestly, I prefer the Daredevil title sequence a lot more to this one, just because the score in that was so freaking incredible. And I'll remember that creepy score for the rest of my life. I know it's just minor details, but I'm all about the minor details. Yeah. Just like Daredevil, I feel Jessica Jones had a different type of filmmaking to like a normal TV series or serial, but at the same time, it wasn't like a film. It was like an in-between. Like the panning shots they had from time to time was really, really unique, and I've only noticed them so vividly in Daredevil and in Jessica Jones now. So from a filmmaking standpoint, this was a great series. So Jessica Jones is a hero, or she was a hero, and she wants to be a hero. It's complicated, okay? She's a hero, and her powers are super strength, but she's like not as strong as the Hulk, or Thor, or Captain America, or Luke Cage, but she's still super strong. She has a super jump, but she can't fly, and she has a very weak healing factor. Yeah, very weak healing factor, but she is still super strong. Let's go with that. The series begins with Jessica already suffering from PTSD, insomnia, and some other crap, because this guy, David Tennant, aka Kilgrave, aka one of the biggest creeps in TV history, aka he pulled off the creep very well. It's a bit worrying how well he pulled off the creep, because I was actually pretty scared. Now, take that for what you will, because I get scared of absolutely anything. Like, honestly, sorry. I got scared for a second. But yeah, she progresses through the series, basically trying to find him. In the first episode, she's like, crap, he's after her again. So the entire season is basically her finding and getting justice on him in whatever way she can. The tone of the show was similar to Daredevil, but I feel it was a lot darker, just because all of the themes, a lot of them were a lot subtler, and they weren't as physical as Daredevil's were. And they weren't, oh, I'm going to go around and roundhouse kick this guy. It was more like, this guy's playing with my mind right now, and he's mentally disturbing me and not physically abusing me. Well, he physically abused her as well, so, well. Luke Cage was great in this show, and the fact that they gave him indestructible skin from the beginning, I feel really helped add legitimacy to the show, because if they'd just progressed him getting his superpowers through the series, you'd be like, oh, he doesn't have superpowers for the first couple episodes, and now he's suddenly got indestructible skin. Oh my god! No, don't do that, and I'm glad they didn't, because that's the problem with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're just giving a lot of people superpowers, and, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is improving, thankfully, but this did it right. Yes, it did. And to do with Mike Colter, like, Terry Crews is my guy. You did well, but I wanted Terry Crews to play Luke Cage, so you better watch out. Yeah. All the jokes aside, though, there was a lot of character development in this entire series, and compared to Daredevil, I think the character development in this show was 10 times better, because in Daredevil there was Daredevil, Foggy, and Kingpin. Those were the only three I got major character development from. Personally, I mean, people might think differently, but I think they were the three best characters, and they layered and layered and layered on top of each other. With this, I can't even name all the characters that did that for me. Like, there was not a line in the script that was useless here. And I'm not saying Daredevil was badly written. Daredevil was very well written, but I feel this may have just taken it a bit above Daredevil, actually. So it may be a better series than Daredevil as well. Like, the relationships between Hogarth, who, if you don't know who Hogarth is, then you should be reading Iron Fist, because she's basically Danny Rand, aka Iron Fist's attorney. So just like she was lawyering for Jessica Jones in this show and helping her with cases and stuff like that, she is Iron Fist's attorney. They did a good job integrating her into the show, and she had a major part to play in the entire series, which was great to see, because that means we are getting an Iron Fist show. And personally, he's probably my top 10 heroes in all comics. I think the mythos is great with Iron Fist, and I'm glad to see that we're going to be getting a series. Actually, unlike Daredevil, there were a lot more cinematic universe references, which I liked about Daredevil, that they weren't so blunt, but here they weren't like in your face like they are in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. So basically, like, Luke Cage is like, we're not like the big green dude and his squad, or there was a kid running around in a Captain America costume. Like, it wasn't huge connections, but they were like, oh, the disaster in 2012 with New York, the Battle of New York did happen. So they're acknowledging that as well. which is great. So they could actually show up in the films one day. Here's just a couple of lines from the series. They're very Liam Neeson-esque taken. Because no matter where I am, even if I'm behind bars, if you try anything, I will find out. I will come for you. And I will kill you. I'm joking. It was actually I'll hurt you, but I had to throw the I'll kill you there just for Neeson. If you don't know, I love Liam Neeson. He's one of my guys. Like, I just be like, hey Liam, how you doing? Yeah. One day I'm gonna work with you, yeah? One day. Who knows? You never know. Anyway, I love Liam Neeson. Let's get past that now. Now that all that is done, I'd like to also say that I did like the other connections with the Netflix shows. Basically just Daredevil, because that's the only other Netflix show that's out yet. So yeah, I was disappointed that there wasn't a Charlie Cox cameo as Daredevil, but you know, there was Rosario Dawson who made that link and that connection through the shows, and it's really good seeing how they're connecting all of these properly and integrating them not too bluntly. Like now there's a connection with Iron Fist, obviously Luke Cage, Jessica Jones in this show, and Daredevil. They're all connected in some way. So it's good stuff for the future. Anyway guys, I'm not sure what I'm going to give this. I'm thinking really hard right now. I'm thinking to give it the highest score I've ever given it on any show or film on this channel. I mean, the directing and cinematography was beautiful. The story was phenomenal. And the acting was absolutely great. I'm gonna do it again. It was legitimate. The acting was so damn legitimate. Yeah, it was. So I'm thinking I'm going to give it a nonsensical 9 out of 10. Now, if you did agree with me, or, well, even if you didn't, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down here. And if you didn't, well then Jessica's just gonna come after you. I'll hire her as a PI, and I will get her to come after you to subscribe. So just subscribe anyway. And I have been Narendra the Comic. You have been great, and I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.